Welcome to the University of Gloucestershire Media Festival. I'm Joe Kennett, here with Tim Allen, an animator who's most recently worked on Wes Anderson's Isle of Dogs, as well as other animated films, such as Tim Burton's Corpse Bride and Fantastic Mr. Fox. Thanks so much for joining us, Tim. Your talk was really interesting.
Thank you.
We've just got a few follow-up questions for you now. How did you get into the industry in the first place? Where did it all start for you?
How? I got into it by applying to every single company I could. I literally went to, I believe, every company in the whole UK, one by one, phoning them up, sending them my work, trying to arrange a visit. So, and they all, one by one, politely told me that I seemed very nice, but I wasn't what they were looking for. And the rest is history.
You've got to start somewhere. Can you tell us about some of the most exciting animation work you've done?
Wow, exciting, yeah. They're exciting for different reasons. I'd say Corpse Bride was a huge milestone for me, and I was incredibly excited to work with Nightmare Before Christmas people, and my first time working for Tim Burton. That was incredibly exciting. Magic Piano, which is a film that most people don't know about, but that was my first time being a supervisor and so running a whole department. And at the same time having the most challenging stuff I've ever had to do. So exciting is one word for it. Anything between challenging is the polite word, nerve-wracking, intimidating is a more honest word. But I'm very satisfied with what we did. Isle of Dogs was a really exciting time as well. And Chuck Steele, I really enjoyed doing Chuck Steele, Night of the Trampires, because I absolutely passionately believed in the project. I really believed in Mike Mort, the director, and it's a very alternative, zany film. But equally, I get very excited working with directors making their own short films. So working with Anna Mantzaris on Good Intentions, which was a follow-up film to Enough. Working with Mikey Please on Marilyn Miller. Is just as satisfying to work on very small productions for up-and-coming directors as it is to work with someone established. So they're all different. I like that.
Brilliant. So you might have just answered my next question. What do you love most about animation? Or let's say the animating process?
I think one thing I love about it is that you are having to find your way through it to find the right solution to whatever the problem or the challenge or that you need to tell. At its core, it's about storytelling. So it's about how do we what do we need to say as part of in that moment in the story, and how do we go about saying that? So with that in mind, if you've got your goal as to what you're trying to do and say, how you go about doing it is something you can talk about and find as you go. So I really enjoy that organic process of discussing and trying to find I wouldn't say the best way of doing something, because everything's different, but what's a solution that would work well in this situation?
Brilliant. Finally, what's the best piece of advice you can give to our animation students?
I think something that's pretty timeless is that things will always change. So no matter what you do, over the course of their career, they could be looking at 40 or even 50 years when they're graduating ahead of them as an animator. And technology is going to change so much in that time. Society will change. I think a really healthy thing is to not just accept that change is inevitable, but to embrace that and be excited by that. If you're interested in how things are changing, where the way we watch TV is going, or the devices we watch it on, it's going to keep on changing. That will change the way you approach your career. It will change the way you apply your work. If you're excited by change, then you're always eagerly looking for what's the next thing, which is very healthy, as opposed to the opposite, which would be being resistant to change, which is a very unhealthy way to approach your career. So yeah, embrace change.
Brilliant, thank you so much, Tim. Don't forget to stay connected with us on our social media at Uni of Gloss and at Gloss Media School on Twitter for more updates throughout the Media Festival. Thanks.